So apparently, Cody is sitting on this podcast with Andrew Schultz from Flagrant and Brilliant Idiots with Charlemagne the Fraud. And he gets asked the question about body shaming and professional wrestling and how do they handle it and is it really necessary, blah, blah, blah. But before I click on this clip and we watch this clip and go over it, whatever, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I hop on Twitter and I see the discourse in the IWC, per usual. And people are really grilling Cody about this whole, about him talking about this and the fact that he just didn't go gun-ho on everybody that does any kind of body shaming on professional wrestlers. I've never been a kind of guy to shy away from body shaming people in professional wrestling because, well, you're in professional wrestling. We pay to watch you. No, if we're paying to watch it on streaming or we're paying in person or we're paying to watch you in person, we're paying our hard-earned money to fucking watch you wrestle. Now, does it go too far? Of course. Just like anything. Now, you got people like me that will say, damn, yo, that person should probably lose some weight, or that person looks like shit, or blah, blah, whatever. But you have other people that go super far, and they make memes and make, jokes to them in person and start yelling stuff at them at events and wrestling matches. Obviously, I don't do that shit, never will. But I am somebody that will, if I'm going to give my honest opinion, if I'm thinking back in my mind, wow, Nyla Rose looks like straight fuck. I'm just going to say it. I'm not going to keep that in my head. I'm just saying, Nyla Rose, that dude looks like straight piss. And should probably lose some weight if you are going to act like a woman. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into what Cody has to say about the about body shaming in professional wrestling.
This is going to sound silly, but this is a vanity business. There's still...
By the way, hit that like and subscribe too, if y'all, helps out a lot.
You still have to, if you're robust, for example, then what do you do to subvert the expectations? How do you use that to your advantage? Like my father was never shredded. He was a big round dude, but he had the promo. His athleticism would be like, whoa.
You were shocked that
Dusty could do that? Yeah, he knew.
That's how I felt when I first watched Kevin Owens. If y'all remember back when Kevin Owens first entered NXT, like, unless you watch like the Ring of Honor stuff, which I saw a little bit, but I didn't really watch Kevin Steen the little bit of clips and a little bit of matches that I did watch from Ring of Honor. I was watching CM Punk, Tyler Black, who is obviously Seth Rollins, Nigel, all those guys, right? But Cody's not wrong. He's not wrong. Same thing with Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt was a perfect example. Like, we didn't see him doing moonsaults and shit like KO or like Jacob Fatu. Guys like that, those are the guys that Cody Rhodes is talking about. Dusty Rhodes as well. So it's not necessarily like everybody has to be super muscular or anything like that, but you got to be able to, there's only so many guys you can have and you can showcase on TV that are 250 pounds doing, 360 moonsaults. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Knew what he used it to his advantage. So you've got to be, if you're trying to be on the come up, you've got to get in the best shape of your career. The guy I'm getting ready to wrestle at Crown Jewels named Gunther. He used to be on the independent scene named Walter, and Walter was very, very, I don't want to say overweight, but he was not.
Walter was a big fucking dude. Or Gunther, Gunther now obviously, but Gunther used to be, he still is a big dude, but I'm telling you, man, he had that weight, man, holy shit. And them chops, them chest chops.
Not a muscle you could see on him. A big, hefty, chop a tree down, killer dude. That manifestation of his goals is right there in his physical. You can see he's got...
And was still using a powerbomb too back in the day. Dude was vicious, man.
And in the best shape of his career. He looks incredible. He looks the part. And there's this weird online contingent that doesn't realize how important that is. We are wrestling with our shirts off, folks. We are wrestling. You're standing next to some of the best athletes in the world. It's okay to go to the gym. We have like what we call effort shamers, and then you'll hear fans like, "You can't body shame wrestlers. What are you talking about? We're standing there half naked, and you paid hundreds of dollars to sit here. You can body."
Bingo. What is the one thing I've always said? This is the one thing I've always had as as a response when people say you can't say this, you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, first of all, you don't know what I can or can't do athletically. First of all, I don't say that about your ass. Don't say that about me. But anyways, other than that, we can say whatever the fuck we want. You want to know why? Because we pay our money to watch this shit and have been our whole lives. It's not like, now you have some people that hate watch wrestling and hate watch a bunch of stuff. And those are the people that claim to be fans. Those are the people that you can clearly tell aren't real fans, because the very second something happens that they don't like or they feel offended, they're going to run to Twitter and claim that they're a part of the IWC and start spewing out BS about how they're offended. And then you're going to start getting the Cody Rhodes of the world. And I love Cody, man. And he's done a great job as representing WWE and not being too woke or anything like that. But Cody Rhodes reminds me a lot of John Cena in terms of like how they present themselves and how they answer questions, and because he answered, I forgot how he answered the question a few weeks ago about where people said like, you're highly regarded by the black community. And I thought to myself, like, as a reporter or as the quote unquote journalist, like, that's a really retarded fucking, statement to make. But whatever. And then Cody tried to answer it. You could tell he was trying to answer the best way he could, but it was something that I guess he's been thinking about for a while of how to answer. Whatever. But for some reason, the discourse online right now is that Cody Rhodes, people are now saying that after watching this clip, they kind of get what he's saying, but he quote unquote worded it wrong. And I'm here to tell you guys, Cody didn't word anything wrong. You can tell that he tried to make it as professional and as non-offensive as whatever. But he's letting y'all know. He said it plain as day, fam. Yes, you can body shame the fuck out of wrestlers. You want to know why? Because you pay your hard-earned money for it. And if another fan says, hey, man, you shouldn't say that about so-and-so. You shouldn't say that about such and such. And it's like, okay, you have your right to say that. But I also have my right to express my freedom of speech and say this person should probably lose weight, or this person, if they should probably look like a champion if you're going to put a title on them. That's all we're saying. Now, again, can't say that for everybody, because you do have the ones that go out, like that one guy that went to the one match and started spewing out BS at a female wrestler at the TNA show a few years ago, and then they had to get some wrestlers out there. Look, that's a whole nother thing. I'm not saying people should be doing that. I'm not saying people should be harassing wrestlers or yelling, shit at wrestlers, depending on what they're yelling at them. I'll say they shouldn't be yelling at them. But if you pay your hard-earned money to go to a wrestling match and you say to the person next to you, like, wow, that person looks like fuck, you're in your right to say that. If you want to tweet it, you're in your right to do that as a fan. So my whole thing is, Cody Rhodes said plain as day, yes. Because back in the day, people were doing the exact same thing. It was probably even worse back in the day, the stuff people were saying about wrestlers. I mean, you listen to Bully Ray talk about the shit that was spewed at him back in the ECW days. I can't even imagine what it was like for a lot of the guys back then. Way worse back then than it is for superstars now. And guess what? They can't handle it. They're more offended at words than ever before. I'm like, how can you make as much money as you make? How can you be on TV as much as you are on TV? How can you be in such a prominent position in entertainment? In such a great position in entertainment. And for some of these people, it's been their lifelong dream to be in this position. And yet you're going to bitch and complain because fans on Twitter say that you're 20 pounds overweight, or say that you need to go to the gym. Who gives a fuck? Either take heed, either take it as advice, or don't listen to it at all, or ignore it. But y'all got to stop with this whole, I'm deleting my Twitter because some fans are just so toxic and blah, blah, blah. Stay the fuck off of Twitter then. Like, you don't have to announce the shit. This ain't a fucking airport. Stop announcing the shit. Bye. We don't give two shits. If anything, I'll just make a video about it and then go on about the next fucking topic. I don't know, man. Anyways, how do y'all feel about this whole body shaming thing? Again, I don't give two shits about it. I'm still gonna body shame somebody if I feel like body shaming them. I'm not. And again, we need to stop using that term, by the way, because I don't really like saying body shame. I'm not shaming anybody. And if you feel shamed, then maybe you should probably feel shamed then. That's a you problem. That ain't a corn problem. That ain't a pro wrestling fan problem. That is a you problem. Anyways, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's your boy Corn, and I am OUT.